Snake. The snake. Alrighty, folks, 9:30, the 2021 Legacy One Box Snake. Let's see how many times we're going to randomize this. 5 times. Boom. There we go. And Brett Diddley, Brett with the first overall pick. And let me get those loaded onto the screen as well. There we go. We got Brett with the first overall, T-Man with the second, Jonathan with the third, T-Man with the fourth and fifth, Lucas with the sixth, Haley with the seventh, and Joey with the eighth. All righty. Brett is up. And he's going with the Chicago Bears. Followed up by T-Man. T-Man with the Jacksonville Jaguars. I've got it. Don't worry, John. T-Man with the Jaguars. Followed by Jonathan with the 49ers. T-Man with the Patriots and the Jets, and Lucas is up next. Lucas with the Falcons, and then Haley. Lucas with the Falcons. Now on Haley. No problem. Haley with the Dolphins, and now Joey G with back-to-backs. No worries at all. Eagles, the Philadelphia Eagles, and now we're waiting on the next pick, which no problem, get used to the 2021 valuations. Steelers for Joe, Joey G, and back to Haley. Haley with the Vikings. Lucas with the Bengals, and then T-Man with back-to-backs. Cincinnati is not available. The Ravens are available. The Ravens and Panthers. We have Jonathan with the Bucks. And T-Man is up again. Chiefs for T-Man, and now Brett Diddley, Brett.
Right back to back.
Brett with the Washington football team, and Brett's getting a back-to-back T-Man because he's the first pick. Yep, no problem, Brett. We are on top of it. Brett with the Bills. And now it's on T-Man. T-Man, you can have the Colts if you still want them. Just let us know. T-Man with the Colts, and Jonathan up next. T-Man with back-to-backs. Lucas with Dallas, and now on to Haley. Haley with the New York Football Giants, now back-to-backs with Joey G. Joey G with the back-to-backs. Saints and Titans for Joey G. And back to Haley. Brett, that's not a bad hypothesis. My only challenge to that would be the issue is we're not even getting there, like to the West Coast time frame. G40, you'll just have to replace Brett Diddley this summer. Lucas with the Lions. I do think there's just a cyclical nature to the trading card industry. I think that that watching YouTube breaks may not be a huge draw during the summer. And it's just really there's a lot of new product, as Harry said, that's like not very sought after. I mean, we've got Luminance coming out next week, T-Man with the Browns and Rams. Luminance coming out next week, the Chronicles draft picks the week after that, but these draft pick products don't seem to be a huge, it's nearly as big of a draw as I thought they would be. Jonathan is up next. Like, even that first night of Score, we went to like 1 in the morning. Jonathan with the Raiders, and now T-Man getting to decide the final pick.
For Brett.
Well, whatever T-Man picks, Brett gets the other one.
Yep.
T-Man with the Seahawks, Brett with the Texans. We're here. We'll get those teams loaded, and then we will rock and roll. Score broke me. Yeah, I was more saying even that night we went super late, but we didn't really do a ton of breaks. It was just that Score is terrible and took 1,000 hours to complete it. But I would say, Kevin, what are your thoughts on the quarterbacks? Like, you know, like you got Burrow and Herbert who are good, And then middle of the road to below average, you got Tua. Jalen Hurts, completely unknown. Like, I feel like you only had two good quarterbacks in 2020. And this class, like, there's really a potential for, I mean, I guess it's probably the same 50% of them. But I would say people talk about Trevor Lawrence like he's the second coming. So, yeah, and Burrow coming back from that knee injury. That is rough. All right, let's break into this box. Always happy, though, to... yeah, no, 100%, Harry. Right, exactly. Here we go. That's a nice box right there. Yeah, and you'll see some adjustment to our hours and our breaks. I think we're gonna move our Saturdays to Fridays exclusively for a couple reasons. One, if we're not getting a ton of action there. I'd like to give you all your full weekends back and give the team here their full weekends, but even more importantly, a lot of the releases are Fridays, so I'd really like to time the shows up with the releases. A Legends, Terrell Davis, followed by David Johnson of the Texans, Calvin Ridley of the Falcons, Jared Goff of the Rams, Justin Herbert of the Chargers. We have a filler. Then we got a Timeless Talents, Joe Thomas, and then a Tylan Wallace. Tylan Wallace of the Baltimore Ravens and J.C. Horn of the Carolina Panthers. I would bet that the top two in the 2020 class do better than the top two in the 2021 class in their careers overall, but I'm also not an expert. Sean Alexander of the Seahawks, Dak Prescott of the Cowboys. We have a thick boy card in here. Dak Prescott of the Cowboys, Jalen Reagor of the Eagles, Kirk Cousin of the Vikings, and then we have a futures Elijah Moore, Ole Miss. That's a triple color, tricolor patch, rookie patch auto. Elijah Moore of the New York Jets. Of flashbacks, Patrick Mahomes, followed by Jalen Waddle of the Miami Dolphins, and Caleb Farley of the Tennessee Titans. Well, Brett, instead of joining breaks, you can just join one. You can buy one personal break a box a month and have it sent to you at camp, and then you could break it in front of all the campers. Out of 100, Harry, you were one off. Just messing around. Kurt Warner of the Rams, Matt Ryan of the Falcons, Kenyon Drake of the Cardinals, Josh Jacobs of the Raiders, Jimmy Garoppolo of the 49ers, and then we've got Hines Ward, Legends out of 100. 100% I'll send you a letter. Mac Jones of the New England Patriots, and Jamar Jefferson of the Detroit Lions. The Legends, Tony Gonzalez, Jamison Crowder of the Jets, Chase Young of Washington, Brandon Cooks of the Texans, Under the Lights, Kwity Paye of the Indianapolis Colts. Jerry Rice of the 49ers, Jeremiah Wasu-Kamara of the Cleveland Browns, and Trey Sermon of the San Francisco 49ers. We've got Mike Ditka, Julio Jones, Sonny Michel, Jalen Hurts of the Eagles, Delvin Cook of the Knicks, Damian Williams of the Chiefs, Demetric Felton of the Cleveland Browns, and Elijah Moore of the New York Jets. Elijah Moore is like the pick, the one pick of the Jets that I'm actually worried about. Not too worried about Zach Wilson, but oh, we have one of those minis, and it's Rashad Bateman of the Baltimore Ravens. Followed by Tiki Barber, Legends. Then we got TJ Watt of the Steelers, Kyler Murray of the Cardinals, Derek Carr of the Raiders, Flashbacks Tyreek Hill of the Chiefs, Samuel Cosmi of the Washington Football Team, and Sage Surratt of the Detroit Lions. We have Lance Briggs of the Bears, Raheem Mostert of the 49ers, Denzel Mims of the Jets, Terry McLaurin of the Washington Football Team, Deshaun Watson of Houston. We've got a yellow Brevin Jordan of the Houston Texans, and that's going to be out of 150, followed by Elijah Molden of the Tennessee Titans and Jamar Chase of the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Thomas of the Browns, followed by Tyreek Hill of the Chiefs, Myles Gaskin of the Dolphins, Miles Sanders of the Eagles, Travis Etienne Silver of the Jacksonville Jaguars, followed by a Timeless Talents Devontae Adams, Patrick Surtain of the Denver Broncos, and Trey Lance of the San Francisco 49ers. Dante Hall with the Kansas City Chiefs, Matt Stafford of the Lions, Baker Mayfield of the Browns, Josh Allen of the Jaguars, Russell Wilson of the Seahawks. We have a filler, Keenan Allen of the Chargers, Terrace Marshall Jr. of the Carolina Panthers, and Greg Rousseau of the Buffalo Bills. We've got Michael Strahan of the Giants, Christian McCaffrey of the Panthers, Aaron Donald of the Rams, Stephon Diggs of the Bills, Amari Cooper of the Cowboys, a Legends champ Bailey of the Broncos going to Jonathan, Trevor Lawrence of the Jags going to T-Man, and Kadarius Toney of the Giants going to Haley. Emmitt Smith of the Cowboys, David Montgomery of the Bears, J.K. Dobbins of the Ravens, Jonathan Taylor of the Colts, and we have our auto, and it is Terrace Marshall Jr. of the Carolina Panthers out of 100 going to T-Man. Followed by a Timeless Talents, Miami Dolphins. Then we got Jamie Newman of the Eagles and Pat Freiermuth of the Steelers. Yeah, we only have the mixer. We only have one box of Legacy or a couple boxes of Legacy in house right now. Eric Dickerson of the Rams, DeAndre Swift of the Lions, Tyler Boyd of the Bengals, Keenan Allen of the Chargers, the Under the Lights, Patrick Surtain of the Denver Broncos, followed by Aaron Rodgers of the Packers, Carlos Boogie Basham of the Buffalo Bills, followed by Rashad Bateman of the Baltimore Ravens. We've got Thurman Thomas of the Bills, followed by Tyler Lockett of the Seahawks, Allen Robinson of the Bears, Mark Andrews of the Ravens, Michael Pittman Jr. of the Colts, Aaron Rodgers, the Decade of Dominance, Micah Parsons of the Dallas Cowboys, and Kyle Trask of Tampa Bay. Randy Moss of the Vikings, Teddy Bridgewater of the Panthers, Cam Akers of the Rams, Austin Eckler of the Chargers, a mini blue Jimmy Garoppolo out of 50. Followed by For the Ages Patrick Mahomes, the Kyle Pitts of the Atlanta Falcons, and Marlon Tupelutu of the Philadelphia Eagles. Double M in the house. We've got James Harrison of the Steelers, Zeke Elliott of the Cowboys, Kenny Golladay of the Lions, Robert Woods of the Rams, Darren Waller of the Raiders, Kyler Murray out of 299. Then we got our rookies, Kenneth Gainwell of the Eagles and Dwami Brown of the Washington Football Team. Deion Sanders of the Falcons, DK Metcalf of the Seahawks, LaMichael Perine of the Jets, Lamar Jackson of the Ravens, Jamie Newman of the Philadelphia Eagles, and we have a Generations to randomize Antonio and Marquise Brown, followed by Chuba Hubbard of the Panthers and Jarrett Patterson from the University of Buffalo, and now with the Washington Football Team. The Mosaic Football Hobby No Huddle has closed. Let's randomize this Antonio Brown and Marquise Brown, and then we will get on to the rookie rundown. Well, first I should list the rules. 1 through 3 gets the player on the left, which is team on the left, Antonio Brown. 4, 5, 6 gets the team on the right, which is the Ravens. And it's 2, and it's Antonio Brown. Alrighty, let's run down these rookies. We have that mosaic filled. Three spots left in the Revolution. Pick your team. 7 spots left in the Prism. Team random. We are happy to stay here. The only time I don't enjoy it is when it seems like we're like kind of groveling to fill spots. That to us is more us annoying you than us entertaining you, which is what we're here to do. We've got Jarrett Patterson with the Washington Football Team, Chuba Hubbard with the Carolina Panthers, Jamie Newman with the Philadelphia Eagles, Dwami Brown of the Washington Football Team, Kenneth Gainwell of the Eagles, Marlon Tupelutu of the Eagles, Kyle Pitts of the Falcons going to Lucas, Kyle Trask of Tampa Bay going to Jonathan, followed by Micah Parsons of the Cowboys. Then we've got Rashad Bateman of the Ravens, Carlos Boogie Basham of the Bills, the Patrick Surtain II, Denver Bronco under the lights, Pat Freiermuth of the Steelers, Jamie Newman of the Eagles, Kadarius Toney of the Giants, Trevor Lawrence with the Jaguars, Greg Rousseau with the Bills, Terrace Marshall Jr. with the Panthers, Trey Lance with the 49ers, Patrick Surtain, Travis Etienne with the Jaguars, Jamar Chase with the Bengals, Elijah Molden with the Titans, Brevin Jordan out of 150 with the Houston Texans, Sage Surratt with the Lions, Samuel Cosme with the Washington football team. Then we got Elijah Moore with the Jets, Demetric Felton with the Browns, Trey Sermon with the 49ers, Jeremiah Wasso-Kamara with the Browns, Kwity Paye with the Colts, Jamar Jefferson with the Lions, Mac Jones with the Patriots, Caleb Farley with the Titans, Jalen Waddle with Miami, J.C. Horn with the Carolina Panthers, and Tylan Wallace with the Baltimore Ravens. All right, let's look at these features. Out of 100, it's the Rashad Bateman Mini. Then we've got the Terrace Marshall Jr. auto. And that is going to be out of 100. And that is going to T-Man with the Panthers. And then out of 100, it's the Candy Cane rookie patch auto tricolor of the New York Jets going to T-Man. Looks like 2 spots left in that revolution. And that is the end of break 930.